Yo, what's up, everyone? In this video, we're going to do a simple Zapier automation that uses ChatGPT to conduct sentiment analysis on survey responses. So, whether you are starting your own project, whether you're like me and you're on a team and you have a lot of feedback on your projects, on your programs, you're likely going to have to go through a lot of this sentiment. And it takes a lot of time to go through and look at and read and then track the sentiment of all these. So we're going to use Zapier to kind of automate this for us. So first up, we're going to create our data set. It's going to be one survey response. This could be coming from Google Forms, or maybe it's being sent into Google Sheets from some other app. We're going to have one row per response. I have a email, a score, maybe that's out of 10. And then we're going to have the notes from that customer. So obviously this is a frustrated customer. And then we're going to take that, we're going to send it to GPT, come back, and we're going to then populate this other column with sentiment as an analysis of the sentiment of this text here. So let's get started. It's actually super easy. We're going to start with Google Sheets. We're going to bring in our row. So we're going to do new spreadsheet row, and then we're going to choose our account. This should be connected already. Continue. Yep. And then we're going to choose product feedback request. That's the sheet where our data set resides in. And then we're going to choose sheet one. We're going to connect. And then we're going to just test this one. And you can see when it brings in spreadsheet row A, you can see here is our data. Sounds good. So next we're going to continue with selected record. We're going to go open the ChatGPT step. You can open this up, search for ChatGPT and bring this in. And then we're going to look at our events. So there's a lot of kind of templated events you can choose from. You can summarize text, generate AI images, create a translation, a lot of interesting things here. We're going to use the analyze text sentiment. And this is really just like a pre-written prompt in ChatGPT. They'll run against this text. And then you're going to have to configure and make sure your ChatGPT account is connected. Now I have to just refresh this. Let's see if this reconnects. There we go. So I'm going to configure this. And then the text to be analyzed, very easy. I'm going to press plus, and then you're going to choose the column in our data set. Here is just notes. And then we're going to keep this all the same. I'm going to choose the GPT-4o mini model, have max tokens, and then we're going to test this. And I'm going to retest this step. So it's sending this information to ChatGPT. You can see this is the prompt that we've been provided. We could probably customize this. But we're going to use the standard one, and then it's going to pass in the text. And then you can see now we have our analysis and we have our sentiment as two new fields here. So what we need to do next is press continue. We're going to create a new step, and we have to place that the analysis or summary back into our row. So we're going to create a new step, Google Sheets. The action event is going to be update spreadsheet row here. And then you can make sure you're connected. And then what you're going to do is find your spreadsheet, find your worksheets that we used in step one. And then for row, you're going to press plus here. And based on the first step, new spreadsheet row, you're going to grab the ID for the row we brought in, right? So each time one comes in, it's going to grab that item. It's going to get that ID. We're going to analyze it. We're going to grab that ID again. And then we can do anything we want here to these other columns. But what we want to do is then grab the analysis from step two, the analysis here. And we're going to insert that into the sentiment column. And then we're going to retest the step. And then now you can see that we have ID2, row 2, test email. We have the notes, and then now we have a sentiment column here. And then I think this should actually populate here. There you go. So that's as simple as that. This is how you take something, send it to ChatGPT, and then bring it back in as some refined text. So we're going to publish it. And that's it. If you wanted to also bring in the actual sentiment, right? Remember that text response was, that prompt was like positive, negative, neutral. Well, it's also sending back to us the negative sentiment, right? We also have a score here, but what we could do is pass into this prompt. One other idea could be in the setup, you could do in step 2, instead of analyze, you can maybe do something custom. And then instead of actually sending back the format, see, there is the format here that it's sending back to us. You could pre-write different product areas. Maybe it's features, maybe it's experience, maybe it's support, maybe it's product fit, right? You can pull those out and then in a new column, maybe do a multi-select option so you can start to filter against your data and have some interesting insights there. So this is how you do it. This is the basic. Hope it's helpful, and good luck with your zaps.